we try to reduce the basic issues of politics or economics to simplicity, we go astray. Now, the basic fallacy of socialism is it wants to simplify. It says all we need is to have a handful of men at the top to take care of all this complexity. But the more complex the world becomes, as it becomes more and more advanced, the more you cannot simplify the issue. You have to say it has to be more and more decentralized. It's less and less possible for one man to master all these things. Just as there was a time when men could be experts in all the arts and sciences, because there wasn't that much, say, to all the sciences. But now no one can command every area of knowledge, just as no one now can govern every area of life. Life is too complex. In the old days, because of simplicity, a family could make its own clothing, do everything. But there wasn't the time then, you see, to concentrate on many things because you were tied up with too many things. Life has been made more simple for the individual because it has become more complex, and he has become complex in his work. He's no longer a jack of all trades. He can no longer do any number of things. It used to be that a man who was the head of a household could make utensils, he could build a house, he could do almost anything that needed to be done. He could shear the sheep. His wife could do everything from ordinary housework to making yarn out of wool and making material out of it, and so on, you see. But life then, because it was too simple, too simplified, did not permit the development that is possible now. And if you were to restore that, you would eliminate a great deal of our civilization. Now, the attempt of socialists is, we've got to simplify. Well, the minute they simplify, they destroy the complexity of our civilization. They reduce it to a primitive level. And that's why progress ceases the more close you come to socialism. And it begins to go backward. Because when they set up a big bureaucracy, however big that bureaucracy is, it is taking over economic planning, let us say, from 200 million Americans. So let's say it's a bureaucracy of 100,000. They are now making decisions for 200 million. They've simplified the situation, and thereby they've destroyed it. But as you have a complex society, you have to have it decentralized, and every man makes his own economic decisions. Then everything doesn't fall apart. In other words, you can make economic decisions for your family. But if you were to make economic decisions for everyone in your block, things would break down because it would be more than you could handle. You would simplify things ostensibly by running things for the whole block, but actually it'd break down. It has to be the complex situation of every man making his own economic decisions.